First, we'll construct the base. You'll see I've arranged the two 22-inch and four 14-inch lengths of 3/4-inch PVC pipe and the 90-degree elbows and vent tees into a rectangle. Here, the base is assembled. Note that the openings to the tees face upward. Next, we'll use the two 26-inch lengths of 3/4-inch PVC pipe and the two vent tees. These will become the posts. Assembled, they'll look like this. Slide these posts into the base with the vent tees aligned with each other. Here we're simply sliding one of the 1-inch vent tees lengthwise onto a 22-inch piece of 3/4-inch PVC pipe. Affix the pipe between the tees as shown here. The swinging assembly is made from the larger 1-inch PVC pipe and fittings. Note the arrangement of the 18-inch pieces on the outside and the 20-inch piece in the center. An elbow goes on the end of each 18-inch piece and the tee on the end of the 20-inch piece. Between these are the shorter pieces of 1-inch PVC mentioned earlier. We'll use 4-inch pieces like these. Once we have it all put together, the swinging assembly will look like this. The swinging assembly is then seated up into the tee on the center arm. Note that the tees are oriented perpendicular to one another. Since there will only be significant weight on the joints between the 1-inch tees and the center arm of the swinging assembly, these two joints are the only ones that require the application of PVC cement. There's nothing wrong with cementing the rest of the joints, but it makes it so much easier to transport if you can take the stand apart. As you can see, a gentle nudge is all it takes to get the stand moving. You can adapt this stand to targets of various widths by using different lengths of 1-inch PVC pipe to provide width to the swinging assembly. By this I'm referring to these sections of PVC pipe. As I mentioned earlier, I originally used 4-inch lengths for my target stand. Here's what it looks like with 6-inch and 8-inch pairs of arms. This image should give you a better idea of the relative difference between 8, 6, and 4-inch arms. 3/4-inch strips of wood are then slid down into the open ends of the swinging assembly, and your targets are attached on or between these at your preference. Note that positioning targets directly atop the wooden strips is likely to end up causing bullet damage to the strips. For this reason, I recommend stringing targets between the posts instead to minimize the chances of needing replacements. Here's how the stand looks in use at the range. For stability, I've placed a sandbag on two of the front corners. I've made use of a scrap of PVC pipe which will serve as sort of a kickstand to get the swing moving. You'll see in a moment how I've just tied a piece of string to it and yank it out once it's propped in place. Obviously you can scale this project up if you'd like, but by using the narrower 3/4 and 1-inch PVC pipe, I was able to keep the price for all the pieces together $14 and change.